Hi people of YouTube land, I'm Caley, and I decided to make a video because, I don't know, I thought it was kind of needed. Um, Excuse this no makeup, this whole thing. Um, I think probably like a lot of other girls, I'm a bit distraught because I did not get VIP tickets to see One Direction, because I'm a hardcore Directioner, and I can say honestly, unlike a lot of, well, most American fans, I have been there since before What Makes You Beautiful came out. Um, so there's like a lot of dedication in there and stuff, and I just, I really, really wanted it, and I mean, I have tickets to the shows, I have tickets, but I'm kind of in a little bit of a state of depression right now because I did not get tickets. Seriously, like this face was covered in makeup and now it's obviously, as you can see, absolutely like nothing. So yeah, thanks for making me look all makeupless. One Direction. It's okay though. Um so yeah, I've I've been a fan for a while now. I've it's so amazing to see them grow like as a band. It's absolutely mind blowing, and I feel so blessed to be one of those fans who has seen them go from X Factor to what they are now. And I think a lot of people, specifically in the US and other countries, they they don't know that. And I'm glad that I'm blessed to say that I've been there for a while. I've always had a thing for boy bands. I've always liked them, growing up, obviously being born in 1995. I have like a connection with it and stuff. And One Direction's obviously my favorite because, I'm a Directioner. um, my mom listened to a lot of that pop music and sang Backstreet Boys and stuff, and I think her taste in music kind of influenced mine. My dad liked it too. Obviously, he used to do little dances to the songs. Um, but yeah, so there's always like that little emotional connection with it. Um, I lost both my parents when I was 11. Well, I was 2 when my mom died, but I just recently turned 11 when my dad died. They both had a history of drug problems. They were both really, really bad into drugs. And it tends to shock people a lot when they hear that, considering I don't look like a kid who had drug addict parents. But I did. I went through a lot of pain and a lot of, oh crap, I'm crying. A lot of emotional stuff that just, I mean, my mom died from a heroin overdose, and my dad died from drinking too much. So, but that's besides the point, I guess. When I listen to One Direction, I think of my dad doing his little goofy dances to all the songs. Like, I seriously am convinced that if my dad was still alive, he would totally be all for it. Like, I'm convinced he'd do all the dances. And actually, to be honest, when I look at Louis, I see my dad a little bit. I mean, they don't look a lot alike because my Louis is obviously like doesn't have a big beer belly like my dad did, but I see the personality and stuff, and it brings such happiness to me. Like, it brings this overwhelming feeling of happiness that I can't really explain. Like, even when I talk about it, even now when I'm crying, I feel happy on the inside. Like, I feel like everything is better when I'm talking about them. When I'm talking about any of them, when I'm thinking about them, my world, just nothing can feel bad. Anything bad, anything negative. Their music will just wipe it away. And I honestly can say not a lot of musicians do that for me. And I'm not into, you know, like everyone's always like, oh, do you know, Justin Bieber fangirls and like all that stuff. No, I usually don't listen to this type of music. Well, boy bands, but like old school boy bands. But I love One Direction, and that is a fact. So yeah, I'm kind of bummed that I didn't get VIP tickets because, you know, I kind of sort of wanted to tell the boys what an influence they've had on me, especially considering last year I did have a really bad problem with depression, and their music did kind of save me a lot. And to me, they're more than just a band. They're everything. They're like sometimes the reason why I'm so happy, because they make me happy. Like, I can't look at pictures of them. I can't like be sad and read their tweets at the same time. I can't be sad when I look at Liam's little silly typos, or Harry talking about pussy, or just Louis and whatever he talks about all the time. Like, I seriously cannot be sad if they're involved in it. And I thank them so much for making me feel as happy as I am. I'm sorry. But I just really, really wish that there was like some way that I could tell them how much of an influence they've had on me. And how much better they've made me feel about myself. I just really wish that they could know. Because I honestly, I'd be excited to meet them. I wouldn't jump up and down and scream and flail and act like an idiot. I would honestly just thank them and tell them how much they mean to me. Because I would honestly do anything for those boys, because they've done such a change on my life. So yeah, I'm sad that I don't get to meet One Direction. Really, really sad.